children, the ancient sun is rising again, blessing us with another beautiful day.
To survive, horrors of this war tear apart our souls, infecting us with fear and despair. We feel it all. How hungry we are for hope. How exhausted we are from constant struggle, and how tired we are to lose those who we love. But fear nothing, children. Our ancient bones will protect and provide. Standing on the edge of complete extinction, we strive for unity. And while our citizens suffer to get us through today, the best of humanity will forge our future. Volturi, heroes of Arx, blessed with our mark, will strike back. Decisively, they will crush our enemies, redeeming sins of the past and reclaiming our legacy. Yes, today we are looking into oblivion, but with smiles, for we stand united and strong against our true enemy, against the moon.
Hello everyone and welcome to our stream of the Against the Moon game.
Hi guys.
Let us enable the webcam. Yep. So we are developers called Heretic Company, and today we are going to play Against the Moon. It
is the first time we're broadcasting live and second time.
Second time.
So this is gonna be very fun.
It's gonna be very fun for us, and we hope it's gonna be fun for you. So thank you all for joining. Thank you for your interest. The game is now available on Steam as part of a Steam festival, and we hope that you try the demo. The demo is really concentrated on a story mode, and we're gonna have some of them. But today what we're gonna show you is something a bit special. It's a roguelike experience. This is a game mode which we love the most. This is a game mode which we actually featuring, and tonight we are happy to present it to you and hope you will like it. You want to add something?
Yeah, if you have any technical issues with sound or maybe video or some lags, please write us something. We will fix it as soon as possible.
Yeah, guys, we are constantly monitoring all chats on YouTube, Mixer, Twitch, and Steam, obviously. So in case if you have any issues, if you can see us or there is a music too loud or anything else, just send us a message. Also, if you have any questions, we will be happy to answer it.
So yeah, what we gonna show?
So today we're gonna click a new mission button and see what's gonna happen. Basically, if you played our first demo, you probably played the mission about the Furious Delecti and how the team is going to kill one of them. It's designed to be more of a story mode, sort of a campaign with a dialogue and a cutscenes, and we're gonna have more of them when we release the game. But it's more of a story mode. But the thing which we're gonna have today is a Lumaran or Standard Run. This is a pure roguelike experience where you're gonna have to face very dangerous challenges. You don't know what you're gonna face. It's always different, and you will need to bring all your courage and all your strategy and skills, yeah, to kind of build your deck, build your arcana, power your heroes, and see how long we can go today. To be honest, I'm kind of failing. Like, I cannot complete the first difficulty, but I'm not the best player, so we have Nikita with me.
So basically, if you wanna know the story, the background, the story of heroes, the story of arcs, you are gonna play campaign. If you want to try the roguelike experience, you're gonna play a standard run, and it's the two different types of game design, I guess. Guys, can you value up your voice a bit?
Yeah,
Sure.
we will try. Please let us know if it's better. We kind of. Okay, so let's start. We start from a selection of a team. It's always 3 heroes or 3 authority who are going to participate in this mission. It's always 3 of them, and when you select them, you're actually defining a lot of your strategy ahead, right? Since each hero has unique powers to bring on a battlefield, unique abilities, and it's really, really important to combine them in a smart way and to build your strategy upon your choice. Now, we're gonna have more heroes, right? Right now, we can see there is 4 of them, and each hero will have the different option to play. So it's actually gonna have like lots of variety how you can start and how you can advance, and each hero will have its own unique powers and its own unique abilities to play.
So your full deck is combined out of 3 decks of 3 different heroes. All heroes can be matched together to unlock new unique strategies. Maybe you can take first time you can you can take 3 standard heroes, then you can pick alternative versions, and each time you play you will have a unique experience.
Okay, so which hero is your favorite?
Oh, I'm sure Sophia is my favorite. So
Why?
it's the main character. Yeah, I guess she's beautiful.
She's beautiful.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Well, she's wise and kind of can read the future. Okay, let's roll. Let's see what's happened. So when we start, the game generates for us a map. This is a sector 1. In the very first difficulty, we have 2 sectors, and once you advance through the difficulty, there's going to be more and more, bringing more challenges and more unique enemies to you. And at the end of each sector, there's going to be a boss. And all we know, this boss is going to be this type, and we're going to talk about it in a minute. So let's just take a quick look here. There is different paths, and each node on this map is sort of unique fight with unique rewards. And we can define, for example, if we want to go through this and have more erase power and arcana cells, we're going to explain it a bit. Or we want to have more Medicubes and empower our deck. This is really a core of our strategy here. So I think it's better to go through the battle first, right? Just to see what it looks like, and then we're gonna concentrate on the map again. So I'll go for the Medicubes since I just like to play like this. Okay. So this is a battle. This is our first battle, and this is a very interesting enemy. This is Furious Akuma Tribunal.
So basically it's designed like a pump.
Pump?
Yeah, like some creatures on the battlefield are empowered from the creatures you play. Some creatures are empowered when you play skills. So it's always about balance between what you play, what you won't play, and how you make it turn.
Yep. So we design different enemies to possess different challenges. And when you build your deck, it's really important to think how we're going to address the threats which all those type of enemies can throw at me on the battlefield. Because you can be ready for this guy, but other guys have absolutely different strategies. Some of them is defensive, some of them are not, some of them is actually mind viruses, has not attack you directly, but instead like spoil your hand. It's all kind of fun here. And this guy is basically 2 creatures. And you can see that those is in Moras, and you can read like, if I play any minion on the battlefield, they're gonna take 1 damage and become more powerful. Like, if I do this, you can see they just buff and they take damage. So, from one side, if I play like 5 of them, I'm gonna kill them, but if I play 4, they're gonna be very aggressive and they're gonna inflict damage directly to the Gelder and the Mara. I think we're gonna start with a short overview of the battlefield. As you can see on the left side is our team. It's always our three heroes standing there and the minions in front of them because they are mostly like robots and monsters. They summon to fight and die for the heroes of humanity. And on the right side, there are Furies, our enemies. And the whole battlefield is very simply organized. It's just 3 lines, and each line fights each line, right? Once the damage accumulated, it goes through, and it's either kill or not.
So it's basically line versus line. So you can have a good pushing line on maybe on Gelder's line, and some other line can take lots of damage. So it's all about positioning your creatures and managing the crisis you have.
Right, it's always a crisis like normally in this game. Okay, so you can see our Luma. Luma is resource, which is limiting us to play. You can see all powers in our hand have a Luma cost. So I played this guy, have 3 Luma left. What can I do? I can play this guy to generate some shields and be defensive. Oh, let's protect Tamara. She's beautiful. This guy can hold it, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, shields are designed to sustain damage. It acts like another one creature on the battlefield, which has no attack, but it has its HP. So now the line is protected even if the Zenmorta is buffed.
Yeah, you can see there are 3 damage, all absorbed by shield, so even this defense drone isn't...
So we are good for now.
We're good for now. We still have 1 Luma. Let's play this Magicka. It's basically just draw
Just
2
to
powers.
empower the
Yeah.
this guy.
Yeah, those guys do the same thing. They just react on Magicka. So when I play this, you can see there is a difference. So I push enter on button, and then the fight happens. So everybody attacks everybody, and we can see the resolution of the fight.
Let's go.
Let's go. That's the first turn. Yeah. So we killed those. This guy's dead. We have more cards. Enemy made a turn, adding 1 of those.
So what's the plan? Now we can maybe play 2 creatures to...
No. This is all about strategy, man. Look, I have this brutal strike. It basically deals 2 damage to the minion, right? I can play it here. And since this is a Magicka, it's actually gonna damage this one too. Look. Bam.
Ooh.
You see, I'm learning. Okay. Let's summon something attacking here. And this power just debuff the attack of this guy. Oh, I cannot.
It has a moonshell.
Has a moonshell.
Can't you see it?
Yeah, okay.
A moonshell is something that protects enemy minions from being targeted by our spells.
Okay, more of them are coming. Now, we're safe to play creatures for now. Our authority is pretty much stand the incoming damage, so I will concentrate on attack and try to finish this guy as fast as possible. Okay. Here we go.
Yep, and we are accumulating the energy to use Ultori ultimates.
Yeah, let's talk about it later. I mean, like,
Okay.
it's a separate topic. I think we're gonna finish this battle without the ultimates. What should I do? What should I do? I can play 1 card to kind of damage these guys. I'm suffering lots of damage here. Maybe we need a power. Okay, no. I will protect myself with creatures. Okay. Gelder gonna take some
Extra damage.
extra damage. So whenever the authority takes an extra damage, it's kind of knocked down. It cannot participate in the fight anymore, and all the damage goes through this line is actually going toward the Arx herself. So who is Arx?
Arx is some sort of Arx on the battlefield is a avatar of the Arx herself, and Arx herself is the city, the last human citadel. So it's basically a very very good artificial intelligence that is leading the humanity to a new life, and I guess it's a machine.
It's a machine, yeah. I mean, like in our trailer, I don't know, if you didn't see it, I would recommend to go. But the thing is, the speaker is Arts herself, and when she's speaking like our ancient bonds will protect and provide, she's actually speaking about her walls as a city, but at the same time, she's going to this mission with authority to support them, and this is basically your hit point pool. If you lose this, you fail, and it's go through the battle, so you better be watching it. And
So on the battlefield, it works like our avatar, and but it basically has some unique powers to play.
okay, let's finish this guy. Amara just having too much damage, and the first battle, I did it. Okay, victory.
Yep.
So now we are awarded with some additional things. We have Medicubes and Arcana cells, and this is actually the resources which allow us to build our deck. If you go to this Arcana tab, we can see all the powers in our deck in a very great detail, right? So there's a minions on the left side, there is the powers, and what we can do here is first of all open the Arcana cell. Arcana cell is the main way to get new powers into your deck. When you open it, you presented a choice of 3, and you can select what to add. If you don't like any of them, there is an option of 1 reroll. You can basically have another one. And now we have to make a wise choice. I would go through this guy just because I like how it looks. I like these small wings. Now the Medicubes is another thing. Every power in the game has 2 different upgrades, right? If you look at Azeroth, for example, what it's just doing, every turn it generates 1 Luma. And if I spend Medicube, I can upgrade it into one of those things. Either to generate more Luma, or to become this Luma-consuming, very big and powerful creature. And every card, every power is like this. Like this power just draw 2 powers, and I can upgrade it and draw 3. Or have some weird thing which draw 2 powers and reduce the Luma cost by 2. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do this.
So basically, it means that you have tons of options to build your own deck to match your playing strategy, to try new stuff. We have tons of cards designed to do very interesting things.
And it's not only this, because if you can see, the Arcana cells are sort of random, like you don't know what you get. You can pick out of 3, but you cannot predict what are those, right? But when you manually upgrade the Medicube, you can actually choose precisely and say, I want this guy to look like this. You're actually choosing yourself how your deck is going to look like, at some degree. Now, let's go for the next battle. I think we go this and just roll inside. So this is Uros Colossus. What are you going to say about them?
It's nasty.
Why? Just one guy here. Look at this.
Yeah, we have this big guy here, and it's pretty complicated about stuff going on here. So if we have 3 these guys on the battlefield, we are gonna suffer really hard. Because for now it's a tough creature with 2 attacks, but if we have 3 of them, it gains +5/+5, and it's way too much to handle. So we might want to finish this battle as quickly as possible, or maybe we try to focus these guys one by one, just not to make them come in 3.
So the game is telling me that this guys is actually 6,927 kilos. Why? Okay.
So what's the plan? What we're gonna do? Are we gonna suffer? Are
No, we're
win?
gonna win. We're gonna win very easy. Look, we're gonna play this thing, which generates us Luma, right? Every turn, our Luma refresh to 6. So with this guy, it's gonna be 7. So next turn, I can play more powers. So this is first. Then we have this card which reduces the attack of target minions. So I would say this guy should have -2 attack.
It's always pleasant to do that. No, it's useless.
It's just
almost,
like
well,
a big
almost,
piece
yes.
of meat. And I'm
So
gonna
it's
chop up.
it's a wall now.
It's a wall.
It protects everything that's
Look at
behind.
her lightsaber. Amara can handle this wall. Okay.
Somebody's saying you have a high voice.
Well,
yes,
yes, okay.
that's how it is.
It is what it is. Okay, now we have lots of guys here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bestias.
So as it is, it's a reading pattern. Yes. So one turn we have these Colossus coming out, and other turn we have tons of little creatures on the battlefield.
Not really. I think it's a bit more smarter than this. Well, each enemy, each type of enemy has its own unique play style. Some of them gonna just do one by one. This one, I think, you cannot really predict. At some point, he's gonna play another behemoth. And
And now the third one.
another third one. Let's see what's happened. I don't think it's that simple.
I don't want it to.
Okay, let's do this. Let's play Unstable Mesh. And let's actually play Naga.
By the way, why it's unstable?
Well, you can see it's not really stable. It's shaking. It's like, can you say the material it's made
So
of?
it's visually unstable. First
It's
of all.
visually unstable. Maybe it's psychically
some-
unstable, you know?
Something blurry, maybe.
It's just... Yeah, so
And-
all creatures in our possession,
Sorry.
all minions we summon can be roughly divided on the 3 types. It's sort of robots and bots like this. It's monsters like this, made out of flesh and some weird stuff. And it's actually some weird physical phenomena, like looking like this. What is this? This is a pulsar F, right? So you can see those tendency, those 3 patterns emerging out of all different options available for you. Okay, this guy survived and now he's more powerful. He covertly hidden behind this.
Yes, luckily we have a hammer.
Yeah, we have a hammer.
Hammer always helps.
Hammer always helps. Okay, I need more Luma. So now I will have 8 Luma every turn. And it's 2 of them. It's coming for us. So this creature, it's very interesting. It has very good parameters, right? It has 3 attack and 2 HP, and it costs not lots Luma. But the trick is, whenever you play it, it's stunned, so it does not attack on the very first turn. But if it survives, next turn it's gonna rock a bit. It's gonna have 3 attack, which is a lot.
So you wanna wait for the third one to come in.
No, I wanna win. I wanna win.
Okay, got it.
Or I want to kill one of them, maybe. Let's see. What would you suggest to me to do? Okay.
The third-eyed lumen mech looks kind of badass.
What?
Yes, it does.
Third Eye Lumen Mech? Yeah, it is. Yeah, guys, feel free to ask your questions. We're here to answer them.
It's a good time to talk about ultimates, maybe. I see
Yeah,
a
sure.
pretty yellow button.
So there is a pretty yellow button, and each here has a very special, unique power. We call it ultimates because, I mean, like, it's just like
It works
normal.
like ultimates, yeah.
So every turn you accumulate energy. This is an energy, right? You have 3 now. And some creatures and powers and in-game mechanics allow you to have more, like have it better or faster and faster. And each hero has an ultimate. Haldir has a Shake Ground, it costs 4. Amara has Queen's Dance, and Sophia has Read Future. This is the only one available. This is the cheapest one. It costs just 3 energy.
So now we're gonna maybe play the ultimate of Sophia, or maybe wait another one turn to unlock other ultimates.
No. Look what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
You see this pulsar F?
Yep.
Whenever I play it, you see this initiation. It means like things are gonna happen on play, right? Just simple like this. So it gains +1 energy. So if I play this guy, I'm gonna have 4 energy, and now I can choose any of those things. So
We have a question.
What question?
Incoming. How many playable cards are planned? And will it be possible to use enemy monsters in your own deck?
So I think right now, with all upgrades, we have about 60 or 70 powers planned. And we're currently reviewing the possibility to play with the monsters, especially as part of one of the campaigns. But it's still undecided how it's going to look like. So
Well, for now we have some enemies that add their own cards to your own deck. So it's basically some kind of debuffs that you get,
Yeah.
that you have, and I guess we can see one battle with these types of.
Sure. So as for the ultimates, I'm gonna use Amara power. What she does, she got a huge buff, and she actually fights with the most powerful monster on the table. Let's see this. Yeah. You go, Amara. Show them. Well, but you see, she had a 5 attack, and she inflicted it to this. And when the battle happens, she will still have 5 attack, and she's gonna kill this guy, right? So it's really powerful. I almost killed him this turn.
So we are dealing with the enemy, and we have only one Colossus left, and it makes me happy. Just believe it, guys. If we have 3, it's gonna be insane.
Yeah. Well, this is the very first sector, so those battles are relatively. You can handle them. It allows you to build different strategy. The whole thing is to see how you progress forward and prepare yourself for the most powerful enemies which lies ahead. You can see different rewards we have here. First of all, we healed our arcs for 8, got 1 Arcana cell, and we got something very special. Now we can raise our power. So what it really does is we can remove up to 2 different powers from our deck, in case if we don't like them, in case if they don't fit our strategy, and you can really optimize your deck. So removing what you don't like to get more of the things you like in your deck.
So which one you like the most
Like the most.
to remove?
Well, I will remove this card. I just don't like debuffs. I like damage. And you choose the second one.
You know.
No, I don't. Oh, you don't like aggressors? Okay, let's
Yeah,
remove this
sure.
one. Okay, so our deck become a bit smaller. We open Arcana cell, see what we can add. This is actually a very interesting power. It generates 5 shields in target squad. It's really a helping hand when you have a high incoming attack. I will pick this one. Okay, now
Quest.
there is an event or the battle. Obviously, I'm gonna take event. Events are sort of a quests which help you to understand the narrative of the game, learn more about the world, and it's actually presenting you with some choices in a gameplay. So, let's see what's here. Actus improvisation. Okay, so this is the story about 2 characters, Sophia and Amara, right? So Amara is doing something, and Amara is really this kind of character. She's very stubborn, very professional, very, you can say arrogant, right? But she's really cool. She knows her stuff, but she's not really a team player. She prefers to be alone. And Sophia here is trying to stop you to, operate with some very dangerous Luma stuff which she found. And she kind of tell you like, hey, let's not mess with this thing right now as we're in the middle of a mission. Let's take it back and go and research it. But Amara is being stubborn again. And what happened here, we are presented with a choice, right? Either Sophia helps Amara to actually construct some very powerful weapon, and in this case we will have 1 Medicube, but a random minion will be removed out of the Arcana. We don't know which one. or do nothing, right? You can always reject this choice. It's both positive and negative.
So, is this a common pattern? So you have one option always something good, something bad, and the second option is nothing happens, or
Gameplay-wise, there are different patterns. There are some things which give you either this positive thing or that positive thing. Sometimes you have this double-edged choice or choose nothing because we don't really force and impose some unpleasant choices. So I will avoid the risk. I will be on a Sophia side of this place. And we move on. Next battle is... what is it going to be? I want to upgrade my characters, you know? Oh no, these guys. You know what I like? I like this blinking eye. Look at him. Nope. It's very strange.
yeah. Talking about the design of the enemies, it's usually consistent inside of one enemy type. So the enemy archetype and the enemy creatures are commonly designed together. So we have pretty consistent set of creatures with each enemy, so it's always our own visual style and it's always looking good.
Looking good, yeah. So these guys, they are very tough, but the secret is if you kill one of them, they all die, right? Whenever Shiba destroyed, all other Shibas on the battlefield destroyed. So we need to concentrate on focusing just one, make it happen. I will play this aggressive Naga, and I will actually protect Sophia. So this is upgraded version of a drone. It not just simply generate shields, it's also generating shields. You can see the script. Script is something happen every turn, so it's gonna generate 2 shields every turn now, as long as it's live.
Another one question: does dialogue events leads one to another, or it's totally random?
So the dialogue questions leads one to another.
I guess if that means that quests or events are somehow connected with each other, so
Yeah.
the answers, the decisions you make on the previous one affects another one. But basically, it's no.
No, yeah, but on the map you can clearly see where those events by this question mark, so you can just go this, or maybe avoid it. Okay, now you can see there's 3 of them, and this guy has just 2 HP, and I'm gonna use my very favorite brutal strike, and I'm killing this guy, and this 2 is dead. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good now. It's time to plan some attack. Amara is still alive.
She's okay, yeah. She'll be.
She's tough girl.
She's gonna be fine.
She's tough girl. Okay.
Yeah, basically, talking about the design of Amara, she's a skilled swordsman, so I guess she's gonna be okay.
Well, for now at least. For now, let's concentrate on attack. Let's press on the middle lane. I want to kill this guy. Well, she's not okay anymore.
Sorry, guys.
And now I have 5 damage incoming on the top lane, which is kind of a problem. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use this power. It draws 2 power, it costs 4 Luma, which is a lot. And those powers gonna be cheaper, so I'm gonna see what I draw. Whoa, it's 5 shields. I'm gonna protect
There's a
myself.
question, does AI itself has an ultimate too?
So AI itself does not have an ultimate, but in a very special boss fights, there are gonna be some events and some mini bosses which have a very special unique ability, and we're gonna see it, but they do not have ultimates because this is something belongs to the humanity and the human powers. Okay, they're just too powerful without it, you know. You can just see it.
You have a hammer.
Hammer? Well, I hate to say it, but hammer is no help here. Okay, let's do this. No, that's not. Let's play this. And now I have a Gelder power ready, so I can use this mighty weapon and stun 3 random enemies. Yeah. By the way, is there game sound on the stream? I don't know. Guys, let us know if you can see, if you can hear the sound from the game.
You got me wrong. Does that human AI avatar has an ultimate?
Oh yeah.
Sure.
She has a very powerful ultimate, you can say. It costs 8 energy. But what it does, it deals 4 damage to all enemy creatures, basically wiping out the field. And it actually does 8 damage to the enemy leader. So it's sort of your ultimate weapon, and there is a set of a strategy. Basically, there are many powers in game which generates energy for you, right? If you just don't have them, then accumulating 8 energy is a lot. You need to play it 8 turns, basically. But if you build your strategy on this, you can actually have 8 to the 3rd or 4th turn and just press the button and enjoy it. It's a whole thing. We'll try to do it maybe.
Twix GG, no sound from game actually.
Oh, okay, that's really depressing. Let me say, what can I do? Oh, I know what the problem is, I think. Yep. Okay, let me just make it louder. Let us know if it works. No? Okay. So let's continue. What should I do? What should I do? What would I do here? I will attack this guy. And I'll kill this guy.
With a hammer.
With a hammer. I mean, like, if you ask me what are my favorite spell, it's a hammer.
It's a hammer. Something it's all about just a
It's all-
brutal force.
Oh. Let's see. Yeah. So if I just kill this guy now, I need a hammer for this, obviously. Let's see if I have one. I
Yep.
have one. Well, just a couple words on your deck. Whenever you play a card, it goes to the discard, and whenever you play all of your cards from a deck, the discard go back to the deck. So it's kind of rotating as a circle, which is things you might expect. Now, this is so rewarding. I can do it whole day. I just love it. Okay. Now let's use Sophia Ultimate. Now maybe we can actually accumulate 8 energy. I think we can. And finish this guy with a powerful
Killing
Arcs Ultimate. Yeah, you can see this. So somebody asked about it. Here it goes. Overcharge. Yeah. Bam. Just died. Okay, so we got our rewards. We're getting close to the boss. So what, you want to remove another one?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. And I want to remove this one. Let's pick something. It's your time to pick.
Okay, I like this guy.
Which one? This one?
No, this is the second
This
one. No. It's a progressive bot. It costs 3 lumite. It is 3/3, and it has a debuff if another Luma bot is.
Okay, you got
on
me
the
here. You got me
battlefield.
here. It's here. Okay, so now this battle gonna be very special because after this we're gonna have one Ultori upgrade, so we can actually go and add additional perk to one of our characters, and I'm gonna show it to you if I win, obviously. So I hope I win.
So do your best.
What can you tell us about those things? I mean, how we designed this?
Well, actually, there's a big story about designing all the creatures on the battlefield, not only the enemies. Our creatures are also designed very carefully, and it has actually tons of work behind it. So these creatures are some kind of mixture of silicon-based life and I guess some organic stuff, and it's basically something like artifacts, something maybe technically magical, I guess. So that's it.
Yeah. So actually, from a story perspective, I would add that those are silicon-based Furious. They are the only type of enemies which can actually peacefully interact with humans, which is rarely happen. But we actually have a story to reflect it, and you will see it.
So it's the act of peaceful interaction.
This is not. This is not. So gameplay-wise, Taunts, they are pretty weak. They have high damage. You can see it's 2-1. But what they do, if they survive at the end of the turn, they actually do some kind of vampiric stuff. They steal one hit point from the Arcs herself and heal the avatar, right? This is very tricky thing. And this...
So how would you describe them from the game design aspect? They are about vampiric stuff or some other abilities?
You see, the trick is they look very weak. They just have one single HP, and you kind of tend to ignore them a bit. But if they survive, they actually have a very big impact on a battlefield, on a game itself. And even though you can win, you can just lose so much HP, and you will be like, "Whoa! I didn't lose any of my Authority. I didn't like take any damage, but I actually lost lots of HP." So you need to concentrate on them. Those guys are slightly different. They just have +1 attack for each enemy in an opposite squad. So for example, if I play Naga here, this guy will become 3. If I play 2 more creatures, it might be very, very dangerous. So you really need a spell or like magic, right? Not a minion to fight it. And luckily I have my hammer. Bam.
So what we're gonna do now is control the amount of taunts to not to have this vampiric damage on the arcs and win. Yes.
Yeah, I'm killing all of them. You can see I even do 5 damage, 3-1-1 here. So it's
so to kill everybody isn't an ultimate strategy for each battle, or you can win some other ways.
You can win some other ways. Sometimes you just ignore some enemies on the line and just concentrate on one. There is some creatures which have lots of buffs to buff an attack, to have this really spike damage.
So it's a bit of a drill strategy. Like
it's a bit of a drill, a train strategy, let's say. So
okay.
It's, let's just defend Sophia. She's old. She's need our attention.
And for me, because I pretty much like Sophia.
Well, you see, actually, we're in a very interesting state. Both of our authorities suffer an incoming damage. And I have Lumos to save just one of them. And I will save Sophia, just for you.
We have a question.
What is
Wellbeing is asking, Arc's HP is just replenishing itself after battle, or is there kind of camp for that?
So the answer is they do not replenish themselves, but there is sort of a camp. And we're going to show it to you. Yeah, you can replenish it. Every 2 battles you can heal 5 hit points, I think. Or you can spend this, but basically after each battle you get a point, right? And you can spend this point to heal the arcs, or maybe to have additional event like a quest, or maybe to have more rewards. So you have to make a choice. And obviously if you have a tough battle and you're really damaged, you're going to invest them. It's not a lot, it's just 5 HP, but it's something, right? And if you're really going good through the game and don't suffer, you will invest them into the more stories to get more rewards, something like this. So yeah, there is sort of a cap.
And we have already seen that there are some strategies to play this game to just not to take care about Ox HP, just to lose it and you're gonna be okay. Well, we won't show the strategy, but believe us, it exists.
Well, actually, there is a one power, which is very interesting. What it does, whenever you play just normal power in your head, it sets Ark's HP to 13.
Yeah,
Now,
very lucky number.
It might sounds weird, right? For now, like, why would I do it? But if you have 8, it's kind of heal. If you have 44, you're gonna lose a lot. From the other side, you might think, wow, this is such an imba. I mean, like, it's always 13, but 13 is not a lot. And sometimes you have 15 incoming damage and you just die, right? Or you might not have this power in your hand. You just don't draw it.
Well, and sometimes you take damage by playing some stuff on the battlefield. Some creatures that you play can actually inflict damage to Ox, and this way it helps. You can play lots of cards that inflict damage, then set Ox HP to some constant level, and you're okay.
Yeah, actually, we designed the set of different powers to spark the thinking process, what kind of strategies you can build. There are many synergies between different powers in the game and different creatures and the characters, and finding those synergies, what kind of things align, and basically building a combo. This is a sort of enjoyment, and this is a sort of a whole idea. I think I need to finish this guy. It's getting nasty. So Sophia's ultimate, what she does, she drop all your hand, every power in your hand, discard it. She draw 5 more powers, and she give me more Luma. Now I have 2 Luma now, but I can't play anything if I play this. And this is basically represent her ability to read future, to attain more Luma, to see things. This is how we represent it. Now I have new powers, and I have 4. And there is 2 damage I need to inflict, and here we go.
Yeah, that's easy.
That's easy. The mesh.
It's
Do you understand why it's unstable? It's very unstable, right? But, okay. So, this was a very important battle. This is a battle before we have a boss fight, and basically it allows me to upgrade my characters. Now, each character has up to 3 upgrades right now, and they're sort of organized in a tree, right? If I have the first upgrade for Gelder, I can then go and have one of those, and the same thing. So, let's say we're gonna upgrade Gelder. I mean, like, we kind of would him with attention. Why? Tell me why he has this helmet.
Why he has this helmet?
Yes. Some people says it looks like a Star Wars guy. What can you comment on this?
Well, it's a pretty complicated question. It's basically it means that this character is representing some kind of a wheel or some kind of a force. So it's a little bit. I guess it's if you. Remember some characters that has no eyes, or maybe closed eyes, or maybe closed face, like Alien, for example. It's totally blind, and it represents one desire: to kill, to inflict damage.
Okay.
For Gelder, it represents his strictness, his loyalty, his paladinishness, I guess.
Okay.
just a new word just came up with this. So he's absolutely loyal to. He's 100% military. He's absolutely loyal to Ox, to the city, to humanity. So he's. I guess he's one of the strongest leaders for military forces. So he has a strong will, and covering his face with a helmet just is a visual representation of that.
Well, I would add that he's a very dogmatic guy, and actually in the full version of game and a release, there's going to be a campaign partially about him and his origin, his past. I would tell you this, that he's one of the best Ultori. He's like a icon. Like, he's really strong, he's smart, he's a general, but he does not remember his past. Like, he does not remember everything before he was like 15. And it's bothering him a bit.
So maybe some psychological aspect of covering his face with a helmet is like, who am I?
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe if he has his own memory, he's gonna be more human. But currently he is the will, the force.
Do we have any depiction of Gelder in a game without a helmet? Tell me.
We will have a picture of a tiny bit of Gelder's face. A tiny bit.
It's
no
so
more.
mysterious. Okay.
Well, this guy is really a mystery, so nobody knows his face actually. No one have ever seen, like in some other.
Yeah, and I think those of you who play the demo version, which is available on Steam, you can hear his voice, and I think those dialogues and the cutscenes when he interacts with other characters, especially Amara, shows his like strictness, his kindness, and his courage, while still he's very dogmatic, very inflexible.
Yeah. Yep. If you want to find some constancy in this universe, one of them is going to be Gelder.
It is. So, upgrade. What we're going to pick for him is once per battle, he ignores the final blow. He basically says, I reject to die.
Yeah,
I'm going to fight again.
So it's basically some present of his will.
Yes.
No,
yes.
I won't die this turn.
Yes. He's stubborn guy. He's stubborn guy. Okay. And let's pick one more power. Well, I won't pick the third one. I just like them too much. Actually, Echo is
Why
very
not a
interesting.
hammer? Hammer's always useful.
Okay, now we're
So
gonna have
now,
this
now we
first
have
boss.
a boss fight.
And basically the question was about the camp. So you can see I have them 5 points. Now I can spend 2 of them to heal arcs. It has 41 out of 48 HP. This is a camp. Now it has 46.
You had another option. You could pay 5 to immediately start an event.
Yes, but I just wanted to show that this is possible. You can heal to the certain amount. It's not... It is efficient, and it's efficient enough to actually mitigate one bad fight and allow you to move forward without it, right? But if you're constantly losing HP, it's not gonna save it dramatically, so it's sort of a very smooth influence onto the gameplay. Okay, let's see what we're gonna have here. The boss of the very first sector, and this is Kiri. Oh my god. So, for those of you who played the very first demo, you know that the Kiri, basically the Furious Delecti, we have, I think, 4 of them, but we're gonna have more, 5. It's a Kiri, Timir, Azmich, and Yabash. Each of them are very powerful, like a super strategy defining creature on a battlefield. This one is a vicious succulent, hungry for human blood. Every time I play a power, summon a minion or use a hammer or whatever, he gained +1 attack till end of the turn. Now,
so it's a little bit like Zenmortar, but without a side effect like losing HP.
yes, and he actually triggers from both minions and powers, Arcana. So
And it has a moonshell, so it cannot be targeted by our
Hammers,
spells. But
yeah. he cannot. Yeah,
it's a pity.
this golden field, it just represents that he's protected by the moon herself, and those are vicious creatures of the moon. You cannot use any spell, any hammer, or any other magic you have to use them. Now, for the archetype, for the enemy itself, it's one of my favorite. It just put one creature on the battlefield. It's just saying like, look, I'm weak, just beat me up. But the next turn, this thing actually brings lots of aggressive Furies on the battlefield. and then she let you rest again. So you kind of have one turn to prepare, and then one turn it crushes you, and it's all this interplay, like swinging back and forth.
It's pretty tough to play with this enemy with Kiri, because once you have a full set of aggressive creatures on the battlefield, you want to defend, you want to sustain some damage, but when you place other creatures, Kiri buffs, so you have another amount of damage incoming, so it's pretty complicated.
Okay. Let's see.
What's the plan? How
You
are
know
we
what?
gonna win? It's gonna be tough, I guess.
I just hate this caterpillar a bit, but
Personally, or
you know, both ways. I'll concentrate on dealing damage in the first turn as much as possible and see.
we had Gelder saying that he hates caterpillars.
Yeah, he's
especially-
actually saying this.
especially mutant caterpillars.
Yeah, you can see this thing. Oh no, this is different behavior now because this is a boss. Yeah, it's gonna be very different. So every enemy has its own pattern, but whenever it's a boss fight, it's a bit weird and different. So it's kind of trying to trick me. Okay.
No, Wellbeing is asking, your standard card deck is also random every run.
So you mean the starting deck? It's not random, but it sort of is. So every character you pick, and you pick 3 of them, has a set of cards. And whenever you pick 3 of them, those cards actually combined, and this is your starting deck. So in that way, you are defining your starting deck yourself just by selecting what kind of heroes you want to play this time. And I think each hero brings about 6 cards, or maybe 4, I don't remember. We need to check. But yeah, this is a...
But yeah, if you take the same set of heroes to the next run, the starting deck will be absolutely the same.
Because we hate to create an absolutely random environment. We want players to have, first of all, a big influence on the way how they progress. But in the same time, they want this random seed to actually make game interesting and unique every run. So you want to choose your heroes, you define your strategy, and then as you go, you have basically 2 options. There is a random component in it when you just pick card out of 3, right? You don't know what it's going to be, but you're actually upgrading your cards yourself, making a conscious choice and thinking about it.
So how you play is basically how you progress. Yes,
Yes.
How you develop your deck, which cards do you remove, which cards do you upgrade.
Okay, let's see. I will protect from this guy. I can see he's doing this. It
Yeah,
looks like it.
I really love this animation because Kiri is some sort of a plant. Yeah, really.
A
It's,
succulent.
yeah.
Vicious succulent.
I actually know why it's a succulent because we had a guy in our team that just loves this
Yeah,
plants.
we basically, the story is we basically started to work with one of our guys, and he was playing the role of the supervision of the all arts in the game. And when we designed this guy, he was like, I want this to be like a flower of botanical succulents. And later what we learned, the guy is actually, his name was Sasha, and he is Sasha, sorry. He loves succulents. I mean, and we kind of make it as a tribute.
Yeah, I saw it myself. He has tons of it in his room.
Yeah.
So
Sasha, if you're watching this stream, know that this is basically
for
this
you.
is for you.
No, actually talking about the design of Kiri, he's a plant. So once you play a power and he reacts to, and his ability reacts to what you are playing, he acts like, oh.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on.
And I think it's good that the game is actually visually outlines this danger, right? Because this is what I really want you to concentrate on. He's like saying, I'm gonna kill you. Okay, let's deal with the caterpillars. I put this defensive drone so he can hold him. Just two shields every turn, and it's not that bad actually.
I'm always worried why you put this defensive drone in the first slot, so you cannot protect them. I guess it's good. It could be better if you place it someone closer to them.
You know what? You're actually right.
Well,
So this is the trick, right?
this is the hell.
This is the hell. It's a bunch of Anubi. Anubi is...
They are weak, but each of them has 2 attacks, so it's
Yeah, and
a bit crazy.
it gave us time to prepare, to be fair,
Yes,
right? But
yeah.
now it's... And you can see they're all corrupted. Corruption is sort of a thing. This creature will die. I mean, like, even by the end of the turn, it fights and then it dies. So it's sort of a one-shot creature. But
So it's unstable, like an unstable
unstable.
mage.
now Amara is taking a fatal damage and Sophia, so I need to protect both of them. I have this card. Okay, and... So this guy is actually an interesting thing. We never talk about it. What it does, it deals 1 damage to the mirrored position. And what mirrored position is very simple. Like you can see this or this or this. So I can actually kill one of those attacking Anubis like before the battle. So whenever I press the end turn, it's not there, right? So it actually allows to have a very temp advantage against the enemy. And they die because they corrupt. I cannot say we progress very much in this battle so far.
Well, for the boss battles, it's usually about handling the elite creature. For now, it's Kiri, and I guess when we deal with Kiri, it's gonna be much easier. Am I right?
You're right, but I need to deal with him.
But for now, Ilya has some personal feelings for the caterpillars.
Yeah, I do.
So
Actually, I know that Sophia will take the damage, and we're gonna lose her for this battle. So I want to use her power.
So we have the comments. Evil Manic says you have very cool battlefields. Respect to the artists.
Well,
Thanks for that.
It is cool.
Yeah.
Hey. Actually protected the Sophia, so. I guess the next turn would be another Doom turn, which we might not sustain. Both of our Authority are on a very low HP, and we're not dealing enough damage. But this is a turn. I will concentrate on dealing damage here. And I will use this creature to have more Luma on the next turn. Sort of an investment. Oh my god, stop doing this. I hate you.
So we've lost Sophia.
Well, not for the, just for the battle. She's
Well,
like
okay, not completely lost. She's a bit tired. She's just chilling,
taking a nap.
taking a nap, chilling. She's totally fine, guys.
It's totally fine, yeah.
She will be okay.
Alright, what we're gonna do here? I think we're gonna save Amara. And maybe
Accumulate some energy.
some energy, yeah, I think. And look, I'm dealing 8 damage despite of everything. Kiri is still
And
hunting
you're
me. And I
taking
and I
8
take 8
damage.
damage, yeah, but it's a boss fight, what do you want? It's a boss fight. Alright. I think we might win this turn.
Yeah, I
We're
guess
gonna
so.
use Amara. We're gonna fight the caterpillar. Caterpillar.
You cannot even pronounce it.
Because I hate them. Okay.
So we're good.
We're good, and we just cleaned the sector 1. Yeah, that was a very good job. I mean, to be honest, I practiced before the stream a lot. By playing this game every day, and I'm not good at it. But I can get to the very first sector of the very first
Yeah,
difficulty.
it's a bit of stressful experience because we cannot play this game as good. So let's move on.
Yeah, we have our technical director here. He's basically telling us that we shouldn't sacrifice Sophia when we basically upgraded Gelder to sustain damage and fight
Yeah.
again. Well, he's a smart guy. Not us, right? Okay. Let's see what we can pick. This is a very interesting thing. I actually would like to pick it and maybe talk about it. So you saw the shields in our game, and the shields are more or less for the defense, right? You're basically defending yourself. But sometimes you just go to the defense and defense, you don't know how to actually deal damage. And this is a very interesting combo card. What it does, it destroys all your shields and give attack buff to the single creature. 2 attack for each shield. So if you combine it with this card, which generates 5 shields, you can actually have plus 10 attack.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, a lot. I mean, Kiri has 14 HP.
So it basically means that you can kill an elite creature in one turn.
Some of them.
Some of them, yes.
Most of them has like about 12 or 14 damage, so yeah. I can do some of them. Well, let's see what the second sector is going on. So the second sector would be the same archetypes, twisted a bit into the more difficult thing, and they will have more creatures. They will have some special creatures which is only appear into the second sector. And once you go to the third sector, which is going to be the second difficulty, which we're not going to play today, you're going to have even more enemies, which with even more difficult abilities to play against. So
that doesn't mean that creatures become stronger. Creatures are the same.
yes,
Yes.
yeah,
The abilities are the same,
yes.
but the
It's just new creature appears.
does it mean that strategy is somehow shifted towards them more complicated battle, or
Oh, it is. I mean, like once you have 3 types of creatures, each with a special thing, special way of attacking you, and some of them has a very nasty stuff. So you start thinking about it. How can I modify my deck? What kind of powers I need to actually go against it? It affects a lot. Without it,
and it's pretty interesting how adding one or just several creatures to the pool of the enemy changes the way you play against this enemy.
yeah.
On the first run, you could just focus on some creatures. Now you should control more stuff going on.
You know what? I'm gonna do this right now. I have the whole combo in my hand, and I'm just gonna do it right now. I'm gonna play this guy. He's gonna die. I'm gonna put it forward. It's generate 2 shields, right?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna add even more shields. And I have 1 Luma to actually do this.
So
Bam! 16 damage. Now I'm lose Sophia because I don't have shields, right?
but just to make this, just
to
to have 16 damage,
and this is very good finisher. I mean,
it's
like,
totally worth it.
yeah. So this is an example of additional creature which you can face only in the second sector. What it does, it actually stuns random creature of yours every turn. Now it stuns Gelder, so he lose attack.
Speaking about the design of these creatures, as I told before, the creatures in the pool of enemy are designed all together. The creatures that appear on the second sector are designed by set. So this creature is a set of living plants, like Kiri.
It looks like you have some obsession with plants sometimes.
We have incoming question. Well-being is asked. Do you so far have any kind of maybe possession thing? When you just make an enemy unit flip the board's side and fight for you. Yeah, basically, you mean like? Just let us think.
Let me answer this. We don't have it exactly like this, but one of the authority has a unique power to actually make a Furious attack the enemy, and one of the enemy types are actually going to your hand and you can play them on the battlefield. right now there is no such power to actually force any kind of enemy to play on your side. We're thinking about adding it, but it might be very too powerful, so...
Speaking about controlling the enemy, there
Sorry.
are actually no abilities like mind control, so you cannot just take an enemy and add it on your side of the on the battlefield. But yeah, we have some kinds of creatures that you play as your own cards. For example, this little greenish guys.
Yeah. I'm gonna upgrade my Azarus to generate more Luma every turn. Now I generate 2 Luma instead of 1, which is, I mean... And I'm actually gonna upgrade Naga to the Lamia. It's very interesting how this creature can progress. Now, at the very basis, we play this creature a lot, but never talk about it. It's 2-1 for 3 Luma, which is a lot, but on the very first turn you play it, it's got +3 attack. So it's actually 2-4 on the first turn, and then it's pretty much useless. Now, Lamia is a very natural continuation, a very natural upgrade, right? Whenever you play it, all creatures in the same squad gain +2 attack. So if you have 3 creatures, including Kultori, you're gonna have +8 attack. It's a lot. I mean, like it's just a combo creature itself. But the Melusine is actually it's one of my favorite creatures. Just think about it. Every turn it bites and arcs. It's actually too powerful, right? It sucks the life out of arcs. It deals 1 damage. And every turn it doubles its attack. Now it
So
starts with 1.
the second turn you get 2, the third turn you get 4,
4,
etc.
then, so on turn number 5 it just kills herself.
So if you're protected constantly, you get a huge cannon, huge loaded cannon to just finish the battle in 1 turn.
Right, she can carry herself, but you need to build a deck. You need to have lots of shields, lot of sustain to actually give her time to grow, right?
Well, maybe you also need to have something to sacrifice creature. Maybe if you're taking too much damage, maybe you have only 1 HP, it can actually kill you.
It can actually kill you.
So having something to sacrifice your own creature is...
But
a
I will
good
tell
thing,
you
I think.
this, there is actually Magicka. You can have it, you can upgrade it. We don't have it, we just didn't random it, but there is a Magicka which doubles the creature damage itself. Just imagine what kind of possibilities might be there. Okay,
Whoa.
we'll have Lamia. And let's see what's going to have next. What's going to happen next?
Wellbeing's asking, by squad you mean a line or every creature on the field?
Oh, I will explain it. It's better to explain. So, squad is 4 creatures in 1 line. This is our squad, this 4, and this is an enemy squad, right? And 2 squads form line. So there is squad 1, Amara squad, Gelder squad, and Sophia squad. So enemies are not here, right? It's just 1 squad. Make sense? I hope it
guess
does.
so.
I hope it does. Okay, we already fought it. Let's see what kind of tricks it has in a second block. I picked the Runic Energy, which generates us 1 more energy. So this is kind of card which allows you to generate more and more energy, right? I just played and I have 1, so it's already 1 turn ahead. This guy just doesn't like it for some reason. Well, I guess he has on rights. Well, and this creature generates an energy, right? So we can do this. Whoa, stop it, please. Just stop it, man.
So it's gonna be insane.
Oh no! I played this Magic and now it's... Oh, it's such a mistake, man. It's... Okay. I need to concentrate.
Well, it's the second sector, so the price of the mistake is a
bit
little bit
high.
high, yes.
It's
So,
still forgiving.
Was it the first turn, yes?
Yes, it was the first turn, and we lost Sophia in the first turn.
Yeah,
and we have 6
and-
incoming damage.
And actually it's pretty common to take big amount of damage on the first turn if you do something wrong on the second sector, so it's gonna be a bit tougher. Not a bit, gonna be lots tougher.
But you know what? I can play the hammer here.
Yeah,
And
hammer.
this will actually kill this guy. Now this guy has 1 HP, right? So I can play Mesh, unstable Mesh obviously, to...
So it's basically gonna increase damage on Amaro's line, yes? So one creature dies.
This one gonna die because he has just 1 HP, and those two gonna have increased damage, so I will protect Amara. Yeah, you're gonna die. Yeah. And we don't have any shields for our combo card, but it's fine. But here we accumulated a very decent amount of energy so far. I mean, like, look, we can actually use ultimate power right now. Whoa, what is this? Look at this guy, it's Gargonza. Actually, what it does, it's saying whenever you use an ultimate, this thing grows +3 attack and +3 HP. So I'm not gonna use ultimate probably.
Okay, not for one turn. It's gonna
Yeah.
have this buff constantly.
Constantly. So I need to kill it before I want the ultimate. Oh my god. Okay. I'm puzzled a bit, you know. I'm a bit puzzled what to do. Let's play this guy.
Maybe it's a good idea to build up energy even more to
I mean,
use,
for the Arc's
yeah,
ultimate?
to use Arc's ultimate.
You know what? You might be right. You might be just right. Let's see. I will play this Azarus to have... If I just had one more minion to play, I could kill it, but I don't. That means I'm gonna suffer a bit. Oh, you see what
Yeah.
just happened? He sustained the damage, but he resurrected with a 6 damage. He resisted to die.
Because of his strong will
And helmet.
and helmet.
And
yes.
helmet there. So, look. So
Well,
many of
that's
them.
the answer. That's why this guy has a helmet, because he's on the battlefield.
Smart.
Who goes on the battlefield without a helmet?
You know, I'm a bit concerned about our situation here. Let's draw some cards.
Yep. Actually, this is the price of the first mistake. So now the battle is pretty complicated.
It is, but we can still handle it. So look, Amara and her gang just killing those guys. This is very dangerous, and Gelder can sustain 1 more turn. So I will protect this land just not to take more damage. I will do this. I still have 3 Luma.
Maybe we could use Alteri ultimate. For example, Gelder's ultimate, the Earth Splitter, could stun 3 random enemies. For now, we can play 1 additional power to kill this guy here, and use Gelder's ultimate to stun the creature that's gonna be buffed.
You know what? You're right. Let's try this. So I play this Magicka. This dies. Now, if I use this, he's gonna grow, right?
Yes.
But I will stun 3 of them. And I hope I will stun this guy. Just a bit of random. Okay, let's see. But I stunned it.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're good. We're good.
We're good. That was a risky strategy, you know? That was a risky strategy. Meanwhile, we lost some HP. But you know what? The problem doesn't just disappear. It's... you need to fix it. Okay, I know how to fix it. Look. We can do this. And we can play our shield destruction to kill this guy. Now...
Gelder's tough. He's okay.
Well, you know what? The thing is, his perk can work just once.
Yeah.
I mean, if he dies again, he dies again. He dies again, okay. Let's play Syrian. Syrian just this, you know, simple creature. What it does, whenever you play it, she reduces the Luma cost of 1 random thing in your hand. It's really very simple.
Voltitar is telling us that that turn was lucky, but no, it wasn't lucky. It was pure maths.
Yeah, it was just skill, I know.
No luck.
My goodness, what I'm doing. Okay, We need to start killing this. I mean, it's a very tricky enemy. I mean, like, you play things, you think you're gonna have an advantage, but in fact, you don't. Okay, now we can actually plan how we're gonna finish this. I think if we use a Mara ultimate, or I have even better idea. We can actually use a Mara ultimate. We can protect like this, and then we can play Lamia, which gonna buff the whole squad. So all those creatures in the squad, including herself. So it's +6 damage. And then we're gonna activate Amara to actually deal even more damage and fight with what I just done. Yeah, I activated Amara. This tricky thing grew again. Amara considered her to be the most powerful enemy and fought it, and she killed it. But it was a very deadly fight, let's say. Whoa, okay.
So, all of the 3 Ultori are now a bit tired, I guess.
Well, just one more damage. Just one more damage.
We just need 1 more damage, and it could be done with the hammer.
With a hammer, yeah. Hail the hammer! All hail the hammer. I'm talking like a dwarf, you know. Okay. Well, actually, the game rewarded us with 3 arcs HP, which is, I mean, it's like a joke. Okay, we can heal a bit. We can go and see what kind of powers we have.
Wellbeing is asking, this playable demo you have published, it only has 2 sectors available right now.
So the demo itself does not offer this mission yet. The demo itself features the campaign, the first campaign, one of the 2 campaigns. It's really concentrated of getting you familiar with the characters, with the game mechanics and the basis. So in a demo, this is not available yet. This is just what we show you for this very unique stream and a Q&A to really feature the game. But I think we're going to release this soon. So right now, the demo is about the story mode. We actually have many modes. So.
And by the way, what we are playing right now is the game with lots of unlocked cards.
Yeah.
Yes. So as a version for the release, we'll have some way of unlocking new powers. So
look at those guys. We're facing first time tonight. Oh my god. This is actually the mind virus. You can see those small fungus. And they look very, very weak. And they are very, very weak. The trick is, whenever you kill it, it goes to your hand. And it sounds not that bad, but you're gonna kill them a lot, and all your hand will be basically piled with those useless creatures, which cost 2 luma each. And you will face a very strange choice. Either play them, which is very ineffective, I mean, just strategy-wise, or your hand will all be filled with them. And then these guys come to play. Muser. What they do is, if they survive, they will deal damage to arcs, as many damage as many fungus you have on hand. You will understand it very quickly. So this is another type of an enemy which does not attack you directly, but instead it kind of tricks you to be weak, and then deals lots of damage to you.
And guys, I really ask you to watch closely how these enemies die, because it's so cute.
Yeah, that he designed it so. All right, so let's just concentrate on it. Let's
so you're gonna sacrifice fear.
Yeah, like this. And now he's here. He's now a hand, And this guy used his crystal, and we only lost 1 life, and he's healed to 1 life, so it's all bad. Now it's 3 of them, and the truth is, Amara is too powerful. She's gonna kill them. She won't ask us, right? So we cannot prevent it really. And once she killed them, they're gonna go to our hands. So, and actually they're gonna kill her too. So we're gonna protect you a bit. And
As you can see, I have no respect for old ladies. Yes, because Sophia is constantly dying when you play.
well, I don't think they have any respect to the ladies. Okay, let's have energy. We actually can play the combo card here. Let's actually do this. Let's have more. And let's do this.
But after this, we will have 3 parasites in our deck.
But look, I almost killing them because of this combo.
Yeah, it's.
And if I use a hammer,
If you use a hammer on the.
yeah, it's actually 1 more damage because it doesn't absorb damage.
So
and
does it mean that we will not take damage
Yeah.
on the second?
We will
on the
not.
other turn? Oh yeah.
No, you can see our hand is just full of them. This is just a very good example because by combining right powers and having them in the right moment, you can actually do this. You can actually win in a very fast and efficient way. This is a bit risky, but this is all about your deck building.
Wellbeing is asking, wait a second please, why the, I don't know this word, he got 17 damage. Well, the answer is because the sequence of the card, of 1 card he got +5 additional shields on the line. With the second, with the creature he got additional 3 shields on the line. So he had 8 shields, yes?
Yes.
And then he used power to convert shields. It removes shields and adds +2 attack for the creature for each shield taken. So that's.
And as you can see, when we started our run, this mission, right? Our deck was more or less simple. It has lots of ends, but they're not really combined with each other. And as we progress, we actually build those combos. And now we can do things like this. And the more we progress, the more interesting it gets. So actually this is a good card on this one. +3 attack or let's do +3 attack. Let's play all in strategy. I mean, like, we're close to the end, so
Now we have a good choice of a path. We can go to event, or we can go to the battle, which are gonna be tougher.
you know what? Let's go to the event. Let's see what's gonna happen. What kind of story lies ahead? I mean, like, I love stories. Humanity.
Good heroes always find a better way.
Look, this is a story about Gelder. And I won't read it. I mean, like, whenever you play, you can read it. But the idea here is, at the end of the last fight, our heroes finished it, and Gelder is standing there, and he's looking. This small Furus is still alive. He's still alive, and he's shaking. She's almost dead. She's has a very terrible wound. Basically, you can see in this art that probably his leg is missing or something. So, and he's staying, pressing his back against a very, very big tree, right? Like, he wants to protect something, because the Furus, they're not just evil monsters. They have their own agenda. They have their own lives. They dominate the planet, right? The humans just live all in one city, but those guys, they have their own business to go now. And Gelder is staying there thinking about how to kill them, probably, right? And then Sophia coming to him and touches him to the shoulder and said, like, stop, don't do it. And the Gelder, he's a general, right? There is a Furus, you're gonna kill him because the Furus are bad, right? This is simple for him, right?
Pretty simple logic.
He's like, I don't want to do it. I mean, like, stay behind. I'm gonna deal with him. But she's up to something bigger. She trying to tell him that this tree is special. It's special for them, right? it's like this Furious, even it's small, it's wounded, it's gonna die soon. He will protect, or it will protect this tree like a mother will protect a child, right? And you, Gelder, decide whether you want to proceed or not, but why should we proceed? The battle is won. So the choice is up to Gelder to actually show them no mercy and finish them. Because, I mean, like, those are enemies, they killed a lot of people and the whole suffering because of them. Or to say, I'm a warrior, not a butcher. Because clearly there's some sacred thing and he's just trying to protect something. And if he's choosing this, Gelder will go into the fight and he will lose some damage. He'll lose some HP. Till the end of the battle, actually. He's gonna be weaker because this thing gonna fight. It's like a rat in a corner, right? She's gonna fight till the end.
So,
but every first turn, he will actually have 2 more energy. Because
so we could play our first ultimate ability on the second turn of the game.
Yes.
And or even better, we can play it on the first turn if we have some additional cards that they gain energy. So it's a pretty good thing.
And each event will provide you those different abilities which you cannot receive any other way, and there's lots of events in the game. So actually I'm gonna do it. We're gonna have Gelder a bit less tanky, weaker. But he can resurrect, right?
Well, yeah, he can resurrect, and then he is again 6 HP. Yes.
Yeah.
So it's
and we will
it's a
have
good
2
choice.
energy. So go kill this Furious. Go kill. So Gelder rushed forward to perform his favorite powerful stroke.
Morally, it's a bad decision. Yes.
I don't know. It's about fighting the enemy, you know.
This Furious was cute. Come on, actually, he was just standing near the tree, protecting the tree. Just
Well,
yes.
Well, I don't know. It's up to you.
Okay, guys. So you can decide by the numbers. You can decide
By the story, right?
by
I
the
mean,
story,
this is
yes.
an interesting thing because you really can go and approach this choice by 2 things: by the game or by the story, right? And none of these choices are right or wrong.
And as an addition about the question about how quests are combined together, they basically picked on how you combine your squad. So if you have three characters in your squad, like Sophia, Gelder, Amara, you get quests only for these characters.
Right.
So if your squad changes, the quest changes also.
Yeah, if you pick Mazoon, you will have another set of quests because each of our events is designed about characters and interaction between them. So if you pick Amara and Mazoon, you might get even specially designed for those 2 characters and how they interact with each other. If you pick just Mazoon without Amara, you don't get them. So every time you change your heroes, you will have a slightly different game experience. Okay. Shibas. Look at this staying like a front line here, right? Just slightly one step.
Like
Yeah.
like Vikings, wall of
Vikings.
shields.
Well, it's wall of tentacles, I would say. Something. Okay, let's show. And take a note that Gelder has 3 HP. It actually has less HP than Sophia now. He's the weakest guy. Like, those ladies just gonna take care about him. Well, such is life, Gelder. Such is life. I'm gonna play this damage combo. And actually, I will give +3 damage here, just to have very good first turn. And we have 2 energy already. So we might aim towards winning by activating Ark's ultimate. Maybe this is our strategy. And I have this card, you see. So I have 4. And I have... what I have? I don't have anything, to be honest with you. I'm gonna lose one of them right now. Okay,
Well,
we're gonna choose. We're gonna choose.
maybe you can use Sophia's ultimate to redraw your hand.
But I wanna accumulate 8, right? If I use
Okay,
ultimate.
that's up to you. I wouldn't do it myself.
Okay.
I cannot wait this long to accumulate enough energy to just
I will try it. I will be
see
patient.
this lightning bolt coming out of the Ark's face.
I will try. 4.
So this is some kind of a challenge, yes, to to make.
Well, for me, it's a strategy. I mean, like, it's really powerful. It's really powerful. So, it's not an insta win, right?
Again, Sophia's lying on the ground. Pay some respect.
Something is really wrong. Oh, look. This guy has 3 HP, and if I kill him, I kill all of them. And I have Echo, which can give 1 damage to mirrored slot, right?
Yeah.
And I have a hammer.
And the hammer. And here
that's-
comes the hammer.
That's what I call a strategy, right?
Here's one guy that we didn't talk about. It's another plant.
Manga.
Yeah.
Manga is something, again, and that's how you see our creatures start to affect battle very indirectly. It's not about they just have bigger HP pool or stronger attack. What it does is, while this thing stays on the battlefield, all your Magicka powers cost 1 less Luma, but all your minions cost
Just
1
one
more.
more, yeah.
So it's really easy to play Magickas, but it's hard to play minions. So whenever you build your deck and you know you might face this thing, you would be thinking, I really need to have a balanced deck between Magickas and minions. Otherwise, because you might have 4 of them on the field at some point, and you can just play any minion. It's really hard. So it's a good thing. But we're dealing damage just in his face. I don't know if it's, where is the face here? I guess this one. It's saying a cyclope with a 1 eye. Alright, it's 6. Okay, it's 6.
It could be 7 for now.
It's good. If I play this,
Yes.
it's gonna be 7, yeah. Well, the funny thing, they have a very big parameters, but they have one advantage. Whenever you kill them, you get 1 energy. So killing them actually another way to mine energy to actually have more ultimate activated. And as we're trying to accumulate 8, it might be actually a strategy to try to kill them.
So maybe we could use this the first guy for 5 Luma to accumulate 1 additional energy.
It's gonna be just 7. It's gonna be next turn anyway, so I'm gonna play this and the hammer. So we're gonna kill this. You see that the damage is going through. So after the battle, I'm gonna have 7 and I'm gonna have 8 because the next turn. Yeah, you're right. If I followed your strategy, it would be the same result. But
Okay.
I just used to I just love to use the hammer. Okay, it's time. It's time. Whoa. Well, how you like this, huh? Take this. I'm gonna take 5 damage in the face, but winning it. And that was a battle before the boss of a 2nd sector. Now we're gonna have Ultori upgrade, Arcana Cell, Medicube, and we're gonna face the last battle in this run.
So now we got the 2nd upgrade for Ultori. And by the way, how much upgrades we could take for 1 run?
Well, it depends on the longer run. On this difficulty, only 2, but if they're going to be 3rd sector, it's going to be 3, so it's really... But those are really powerful. I actually like this one. This is a very funny upgrade. What it does is Gelder moves 1 position forward to the battlefield. You want to see how it looks like?
Yeah, sure.
It's really cool. I mean, it's weird and cool in the same way.
So we are taking the path of Gelder, yes? So
I am, yeah. Why not?
now he's gonna move 1 cell forward, so he's gonna die, then resurrect and, and protect again. So it's pretty fun.
Okay, let's do 1 more energy card and let's upgrade something. Destroy target alien minion, generate 2 energy, or give 1 attack to all authority. Well, since we're playing through the energy build, I guess that's how we do it. Let's see.
You just came up with this like energy build, or you were focusing on this earlier?
Well, when I started the game, I didn't know what kind of strategy I'm gonna pursue because I don't know what kind of cards I'm gonna have. But once it comes up together and I pick up more cards about energy, I decided like, why not? And then we had this awesome event about Sophia, which actually gave us 2 energy. And it's now like kind of obvious, like the game pushing me toward this, and I'm not resisting. Like, look, this guy is now saying like, I'm not gonna stand in the back line. I'm not. Even though I have 3 HP and I'm the weakest authority here.
Step for man.
Yes, yes. So let's talk about Crystalline. Crystalline is another interesting creature which appears only in the 2nd sector, and what it does, it basically counters the shield build. You can build the whole strategy on the shields, like you saw those plus 18 damage, and this is just one example you can do. This guy said, I'm gonna increase my attack for each shield. So if I play a card with plus 5 shields, he's gonna have plus 5 attack. Shields are useless against this person.
Okay, and if you play this combo when you add shields and then consume shields, does it mean that this creature will lose its attack buff, or it will take it for an
I think it's gonna lose it. But let's talk about this. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Let's talk about Osmich. What can you tell? The game tells me that he's 7.22 miles long. So this is a long worm from a portal.
Yeah, and it has a really fun story as for design process, because we were trying to design this elite creature for maybe several weeks. We have lots of ideas, but those ideas were just okay. And then we came up.
Just
with,
okay is not good enough, right?
Yeah, sure. They were okay, but then we came up with the idea of a huge long worm that is just showing its a tiny bit of his head through the portal. So we doesn't know how it actually looks like. We doesn't know its actual. We cannot see its actual size, and the game says it's really very long. So we just can just actually imagine that below this portal it's a huge body, just 7 miles long. It's pretty fun. And when we made a portal, we decided that it could play like teleporting randomly to each lane, each turn, and so the design was made.
Wow, that's interesting. And you know what is interesting? Every turn this guy gonna go back to his portal and reappear somewhere in the field.
All of its 7 miles long body will teleport to the.
I wonder what's going on the other side of the portal.
Yeah, and
is he like this?
And that was the main reason we made this, to wonder just how does it look like how does the Galdia's face look like? We don't know.
It's all about mystery.
Yes.
It's all about mystery. Okay, now we have only 17 HP to be honest, and that's a boss fight, so I don't know if we can handle it. But we will try, obviously.
What's the strategy? What's the plan? What are we frightened of now?
Well, we're obviously frightened of Osmich, and we need to, but I think we need to start to remove, because this is 15 HP, we cannot deal with it right now. We need to start thinking about removing those guys from the game. So this is our strategy. So we protect Amara, we make one minion cheaper a bit, and we might play Lame here. And it's gonna have a very good punch.
Lane.
And just have a good punch. I think that's a good turn.
Yeah, -6.
-6 and -1 crystalline. You remember this is actually Colossus, so you're gonna spawn those big guys. It's no joke.
So
These big guys, yes.
Here it comes.
Now we have energy for the Sophia, so we can make.
Please don't do it again. Protect Sophia, please.
We can actually make a very powerful turn now, I think. Yeah, let's protect her, and let's also increase our Luma income, and let's think about killing this beast a bit, and then we're gonna redraw a hand, gain more Luma from Sophia. We're not gonna conserve energy. I mean, like, this is the last battle, and we need really to bring all our powers. You know what? We're gonna play Azure 7, which generates 2 Luma every turn. And we're gonna put it behind Gelder. So he's gonna protect it with his 1 mighty HP. Remember this creature, which actually doubles its damage every turn?
Yeah,
whenever you combine it with such an upgrade of Gelder, you actually have a very specific spot in the battlefield to protect something, so it's kind of aligned.
So it's basically a good strategy to win against bosses. Like boss battle is a tough battle. You can handle this battle with this combo with Gelder and.
Right. So I have 10 Luma right now. Can you imagine this? Now, first of all, I'm gonna draw more powers. I can have 2 more energy, but I really need to take care about stuff on the battlefield. So, protect myself by shields. We're good for now. Now nobody's dying, so we can concentrate on, let's say, energy generation. Because why not? Actually,
you can add another one creature
yeah,
and stun everybody, or maybe.
Yeah, you're right. We're gonna protect Amara and 2 damage here. And if we use Amara's ultimate, she's gonna fight this enemy. And she's gonna kill it, I think, no? No, she's not. She's gonna 5.
No, it's almost.
Almost killed, okay. We have hammer, so we can finish the next turn. And we still have our Azure, so our Luma income is still protected, so we're in a good shape now. Oh no! He played 3rd one, and
So,
they
yes.
all buffed now. The good thing they corrupted, so it's just 1 turn, but this turn is just
Look
so...
at this incoming damage to the Arcs, it's 15.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
What am I gonna do? Sorry. I think it's time to make some tough choices. So, we will protect Azurus, since we need this Luma. And we can protect it. We need to protect Sophia. Mara is probably not going to survive, so we will protect Sophia. It's gonna be 2 and 3, 5. We cannot protect Sophia, you know. She's not gonna survive too, but well, we're going to protect Arcs anyway. So Gelder is the last toy on the table. How cruel is that to play 3 behemoths? Like, normally it's not that fast. Oh, I mean, people are watching and I'm gonna lose in the boss fight. It's just such a shame. Okay, alright, so 7 damage incoming. And I can protect myself. Can I protect myself? I can protect myself, yeah. I still can. So this guy generates 2 shields. And it's
Oh,
gonna
you
die.
can place this guy and then take down one of these bestias.
Yeah, the hammer. The hammer is always.
Well-being is saying go power devs.
Yeah, power devs. That's we are.
For now.
we have an
Let's wait another one.
we have an ultimate. Wow, you can see those shields are playing against us now. Okay. So I'm gonna use this. This will give me what? No, I'm gonna use this, sacrifice shields, and empower myself. And it's actually lose his buff because the shields are gone, and
Yeah, it
it's all
worked.
good. Worked. Now I'm going to use Gelder power to stun everybody with his mighty hand. Yeah, I just love this animation. It's just so much force and punch. And sacrifice this? Maybe not. I don't know. I just kind of want his 1 damage to be there. I'll play hammer to start killing this person. Should I sacrifice it for the energy?
As we know the pattern, the next turn will be something like
We don't know.
behemoth.
Bosses has always different patterns. They are very, very unpredictable. Asmich, where you go? Stop it, man. You're kidding me. Okay, it's not lost yet. It's not lost. Actually, we're killing Asmich this turn, so it's kind of good. But we lost Gelder, but he still has his perk,
he has
right?
his
So
resurrect.
then we're gonna protect this lane,
We are dealing 1 damage to the leader.
and we're actually gonna save Gelder for now. And we will sacrifice this drone to have more energy. So next turn we can actually activate Gelder's power to protect ourselves in case if some weird thing happens. But we're actually out of cards and we don't have Sophia alive to save us. Whoa.
So now we can defend with shields. Maybe.
No, we cannot actually. We don't have shields.
So this stun is on our only option.
Yeah, all we have to do is to stun them. But if he plays the 3rd behemoth now, we are dead.
Yeah, absolutely. 100% dead. And yep.
Oh my gosh. No, 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 no. no.
Sorry guys.
Sorry guys, yeah. Can I just maybe somehow... Do we have any cheat codes in our game?
We can ask our technical director. He's sitting next to us. But
He's smiling. He know we made so many mistakes. We should win this battle, but I guess sometimes you just accept your
Destiny.
destiny, yeah. Defeat. But we kind of went for the whole 2 blocks. This is a boss fight by then. Okay. Now, I want to show you one more thing. It's actually related because we had some questions about the way how the initial deck is combined. So, for example, we can start the game switching Sophia with Mazoon, and you can see what kind of 6 card he brings to the starting deck, right? It's all about Luma bots and his own thing, and he has a very unique Luma bot. He's sitting in his shoulder, which he summons. So this guy he's an engineer, which is partially turned in Furious, as you can see, and this is all about our campaign. There's gonna be a whole story how this guy turned into this.
So the idea is to have a campaign for each character we have in game. Yes.
Yes, at some point of time. Okay.
So by beating the campaign, you play a different play style than you play with standard run. So you face some different
Unique stuff.
unique stuff, and you learn the story about the character.
Yeah, you learn a story about the world, about the characters, about the arcs, and all those good stuff. So, thank you very much for watching us tonight. I hope you really loved it, and I hope you enjoyed the demo. In case if you didn't yet play it, go do it now.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Add us to the wish list. The release of the game is going to be soon. We're working as hard as we can to bring it to you. And in case if you have any questions, go join our Discord or Twitter or any other social media. Feel free to discuss. We always responding there, and we have a nice chat about the different aspects of the game.
And of course, if you like the demo, if you like the game, just add it to your wish list. And I hope you enjoyed what you have seen.
Okay. Thank you very much, guys. Have a good night.